innovative content, global audience.
My people, Daddy Chris is here tonight to share some moment with you, and it's an exciting evening. I'm happy to be here. I don't know about you. I titled it a special broadcast on the Nigerian week celebration, which is coming up in a matter of 3 weeks, exactly from today. Okay, today is on the 22nd. The event starts on the 28th exactly. So tonight I will outline some of the activities that will be taking place. I hope you guys can hear me. I outlined some of the activities that will be taking place, and furthermore, I will have the opportunity to answer questions if you have any regarding this broadcast. My name again is Daddy Chris, and this is SRTV, and also broadcasting tonight to Robo Television. I have the privilege of broadcasting to very many platforms tonight. I'm streaming currently to my own personal Facebook, streaming to SRTV Facebook, Robo Television Facebook, the two YouTube, and also to Robo Television Twitter. That is how much we are doing tonight, all in one go. That's because I upgraded our broadcast, and now we're on the highest and we're on the optimal. Just before I go on, I want to announce specifically that we have a press conference coming up on Tuesday, which is today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, and the next day is Tuesday. On Tuesday, we'll have a press conference talking about the whole activities of the Nigerian week, which is going to make you hearing from more than me, my team, talking about the week itself. And then you will see that we'll be streaming on that very day to various platforms. We'll stream to all our stars, all our celebrities on our YouTube. Many people will join us. And the beauty of that press conference is you can join us anywhere and ask questions. It's a special Tuesday at 2 p.m. All right, 2 p.m. You can watch the show right here on this platform, the press conference. And we're introducing something new, the modern way of doing press conferences. Gone are the days where the newspaper gather in one place and begin to talk about press conference. That time has passed now because they have to go and edit. Now we go live. We do things immediately. Who cares? So we said the press conference should be modern. It should not be archaic. So we decided to do it the modern way. It's going to be online press conference. And everybody, if you have it, you can just connect and spread it. That's what we're going to do on that very day. Well, today, as you all know, it's a special day. It's Sunday, and I hope people went to church. For those of you who didn't go to church like me, you should be asking yourself why. It's good to go to church on Sunday. It's a rest day. I am very, very happy, and I think it's a privilege to be here. But I'm going to start by saying something, and I don't want to preach a sermon today, but I will start with it. Because today is Sunday. You know, I came up with the idea called Nigerian Week, right? And everybody is excited about it. Oh, it's a beautiful idea because the concept of Nigerian Week is a week celebration, exhibition, and promotion of Nigerian arts and businesses. Let me say, it's a week-long celebration. You see, promotion and exhibition of Nigerian products and services in the categories of art and in businesses. What that means is we're going to exhibit Nigerian art in the form of the movies, the music, fashion, food, drinks, and then we'll move further to exhibit our produce, agricultural produce, our financial institutions. All of them will be in display. If you're looking to do business in Nigeria, look no further. For those of you who have not watched my show, you will be interested in this because this is what I stand for. And tonight I'm about to pour out everything I believe in me that I think many of you, especially the younger generation, may want to learn from. And I'm going to be a little bit clinical as I touch upon it. But let me start with the sermon of the day. Giving glory to God for everything you do is important. And I always say God owns every idea. You see, this is the analogy. Please listen to this carefully. The Bible tells you, or even the Quran will tell you that God created us in his image and likeness. Nobody has disputed that. Now, how are we in the image and likeness of God? Are you people there? The only reason you are created in the image and likeness of God is you have the potential to be like God. And who is God? God is the man that knows it all. Quote me. If you ask me to define God, I say God is a man that knows it all. Meaning God is a biologist, he's a science, in fact, he's an agriculturalist, he's a sociologist. He has all. So if they ask you who is God, tell them you don't know, but you know that there's a man that knows it all, and that man's name is God. That's my definition for God. If you don't know who God is, today, take it from this show that God is the man that knows it all. Because you can only be trained to be a doctor. The other man is an engineer. The other man is this. The other man is a pharmacist. The other one is a teacher. The other man is this. And in your short time on earth, you spend some part of the time training and few time working and you're gone. There's one man that remains. Have you thought about that? Okay. I've been in this world now for 55 years. I've gone to different schools. I've only been able to train in one thing. And I've not even excelled in it. And I boast myself. But there's a man that knows it all. He's a scientist. He's an agriculturalist. Name it. A sociologist. He's a broadcaster. He's an engineer. Oh, his name is God. And why did I say, I'm trying to say something that, so if you created in the image of God, meaning you have the potential to know everything. The only difference between you and God is you don't have the time to do it. The only thing God took from us is time. So we can do anything we choose to do if we can just take our time. And that's very important. So if that is agreed, now let's move on to what is more important this evening. So if you agree with me that God knows it all and we're created in the image of that God, see, when I talk to people that the knowledge you have today is not your own. The knowledge is with God because God already knows it. The knowledge you think you have now that you are boasting of. Sometimes you come with an idea, and I came with the idea of the next president. People were praising me, and another one come with the idea of Nigerian week. They say, "Oh, that increase is very innovative," and I was laughing. And I said to them, "That idea is not my own. It belongs to God." So let's get it. So if the idea is from God, it means the idea is in you because God has created you like Him. Let me say this. Now get it. So I say that this idea belongs to God. If it belongs to God, meaning God knows it. So God who owns the idea, have the idea. He only used me as a vessel to open it at this point in time to mankind. And the implication is because God owns the idea, you already have the idea too. It's very important. Thank you. Happy Sunday, Andrew. Because God had the idea, you have the same idea. So when I talk about an idea, and I say, oh, let us go and create Nigerian week in London, you immediately understand it because it is already in you. Because you have the image of God. That idea belongs to God. It didn't belong to me. I am just opportune to open my mouth and say what that idea is. And the only reason you're able to understand the idea because it's already in you. Let me explain this now. When you go to a school, it's very important. I use this is the best thing I ever studied when I was learning to be a teacher. When you go to a school and a teacher begins to teach something, does the teacher actually put any physical thing inside your body? Oh, 1 + 1 is 2. You said yes, 1 + 1 is 2. Did he put anything inside your brain? Was there any physical thing that is applied to your brain? Oh, okay, they tell you, if you use this to wash your mouth, it will be this. Or the molecule and this and that. All those things, they don't physically put it inside of you. They make you realize what is already in you. Let me repeat that. A teacher only make you realize what is in you. That is why the Bible says God created us in his image and likeness, meaning God created us in his own potential. And the potential I know of God is the man that knows it all. If anybody asks you who is God, tell him God is a man that knows it all. If he knows it all, you know why, guys, why God will not die. Because God knows how to cure his illnesses. God do have headache, you do have this, but he has a remedy. You don't have it. One doctor might actually know how to treat the heart. The other one knows how to treat the lungs. The other one knows how to treat your leg. The other one how to treat your brain. But God knows how to treat it all. Why will he die? Are you not confused who God is? The God I know of your forefather, the forefather is still alive today. But those people are gone. We're all going to be gone. God will still be there. So if you don't know God, try and understand God. With that being said, I said to people, this concept of Nigerian Week is not mine. It was God's idea to bring it to you. So I don't give me over credit for talking about it tonight. So, and if that is understood, I'm going to spend time really tonight to talk about the show itself. But before I do that, I think I'm going to give this show a very particular topic. But let me quickly run through what the program is. Maybe it is better to start from there. The program itself is called Nigerian Week. And now, it's very interesting because I just talked about how God gave the idea, that God gave me this idea to share with Nigerians and share with the rest of the world. It is not my idea. I'm just opening it, and the idea is already inside of you. The only reason you can understand it is because God already put it inside of you. Somebody just open his mouth and say something. It doesn't mean he's the owner of the idea. So the idea is already in you. That's why you can understand it. You cannot understand what is not in you. Because I'm saying something, they'll say, yeah. Because you have it in you. I only make you realize it. So the concept of Nigeria Week is in every one of us. We're going to celebrate it tonight together because we understood what Nigerian Week is all about because God ordained it. My mouth is open and I'm going to talk about it. Now, Nigeria Week is an admixture of business and entertainment event. What does that mean? Business and entertainment. Maybe to say this, let me use the first day of the event to explain this. Now, this is the first day of the event, which is on the 18th of May, 2023. Very important day. If you look at there, we have some Nollywood stars. We have the people in front of the screen. We have Destiny Tiku, Zubi Michael, and Regina. They will all be here, and many other stars will be here. And we have some lineup of directors. You know, we have these are established directors, big stakeholders in Hollywood. All right, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to. And no, let me go back to there. And if you look at it again, you have yam, Nigerian cashew nut. You see Nigerian food. Whoa, wait, I'm going to bring another flyer. And then if you see on top of it, you see the cultural dance of Nigeria is there. You see, what are you seeing? This event carries everything about Nigeria. Everything about Nigeria is the event. And let me quickly share the other flyer. I'm going to spend time to talk about this later. The other flyer, which is the next day, is Nigerian Afrobeat Day. If you look at this carefully, you have the lineup of all these musicians coming to London to come and rock the place. And I call it the music as a brand. One of the biggest strengths we have as a people. Don't forget, we're going to talk about the fashion show as we move along. But I will probably not have a lot of time to be able to touch on each and every one of them tonight. But I just want you to know that Nigerian Week is a mixture of entertainment. When I say entertainment, I'm talking of movies, fashion, food, dance. You know, that's entertainment, all right? All this will come under entertainment. Now, what are businesses? We have Nigerian businesses, which is now growing. Today, the digital sector in Nigeria is growing. We now have banks growing. We have the real estate. Nigerian real estate, they are really, really doing well at the moment. And in fact, they are one of those that actually patronized this event at the beginning, and they are still loyal to it, you know. Then we have the Nigerian cash crops. You know, I'm going to be really angry when I get there tonight. Nigerian cash crop. Nigerian cash crop. I'm talking of agricultural produce. Hey, I'm only going to base my case why I betted this idea on only two reasons. And I'm going to challenge very many of you watching my show tonight. If you listen carefully, what you would get from this show is something you never heard before. If you heard it before, you've not heard it in this manner. So I want you to really listen carefully and listen to what I have to say tonight. Before I want to dwell on the shows proper, I just want to give the outline of activities. That the events is starting from the 18th till on the 21st. But this is what happened. On the 18th is, as I shared with you just now, on the 18th is the opening ceremony, and it is also Nollywood Day, where you're going to have a display of Nigerian movies, all the celebrities of Nigerian movies, and they are gathering in this London to do one thing. You know what I call it? That is why they are here. These celebrities are coming to share moment with you, explain to you, share Nollywood with you. Not the one you see on the screen. The true Nollywood is what you're going to experience. In fact, they might give you one or few theater show as we watch a movie together. And the movie we will be showing, maybe you've not seen it before. It's a film inspired. You know, Tafawa Balewa, our first prime minister, wrote a book. And this movie we'll be sharing that day is a film made from that book. It's an adaptation of the book. Beautiful story. I won't tell you about it. You have to come and watch it. We'll be watching that movie. The Nigerian Film Corporation will be here, and all Nollywood legends will be here, and we'll all sit down to watch the movie. And guess what? This is what we're going to do on that day. We're not just watching movies. We watch movies and eat Nigerian food. I always say something. There's something good about us. Why will we be watching Nigerian film and eating popcorn? So those of you that go to Nigerian cinema, sometimes I'm confused that people really copy a lot. You're a copycat. Why will I take my girlfriend to a cinema and begin to eat popcorn in Nigeria? If I go to Nigerian cinema, I want to eat amala as I'm watching the film. A film is not the place to go and be stressed. You want to go there as you are eating your own food. Here they are used to popcorn and those things. In fact, I would like to see, even if nothing else in Nigeria, we should be eating suya and pongpof and those ones as we watch a Nigerian movie. What if you don't want to wash your hands? Even though there's nothing wrong if you eat jollof rice neatly and watching your movies with your girlfriend, with your nice drink, and you watch a movie. Why must it be popcorn? So on this event, food will be served as we watch movies, and the Nollywood stars will celebrate with us. But there's something they will be here to do, and I'm going to talk about that when I come back. Something I call the Nigerian Film Fund. Should I talk about it? I'll talk about it after this. Then day 2. Let's quickly run to day 2. Day 2 is my favorite day. If anything has happened well for Nigeria in this present time, if anything has happened, if there's any good story about Nigeria, it's the story of these guys. Okay, don't forget, Nollywood started like joke. They've got to where they are. They said we are the 3rd largest industry in the world. But what about the music industry? Nigerian music, in those days when we were growing up, the music we used to listen to is the American music. James Brown, Michael Jackson, you know, and oh my God, then Chalama, where are you, man? Cool on the Gang, Lionel Richie. But today, in Nigeria, we no more watch those things, man. We now listen to Nigerian music at its best because some set of young people decided to take their destiny into their hands. They went into the studio and start to create thanks to technology. I'm going to say one thing tonight. Do you know why Africa or Nigeria is able to succeed in this? There's something the Bible said. That thing which has been hidden from the wise and the prudent has been revealed to the babe and the suckling. I'm going to repeat that. That thing which has been hidden from the wise and the prudent has been revealed to the babe and the suckling. And when God wants to reveal things, he reveals things that you don't even know he's the one working. And sometimes I want to say to people tonight that the kingdom of God is here. The kingdom of God is not coming, it's here. It might be slowly and gradually coming to existence, but the kingdom of God is here. Because God's kingdom is already existing. There must be evil. But the kingdom of God is here. Because we now know good from evil. Nobody tells you. You use your conscience. It's not only by the law. And look at the development, how God is ruling over the earth. This is why I know that the kingdom of God is here. God is sharing knowledge. With the word of the internet, what the poor man, what the stupid man cannot do before, he cannot do it. You know, I am studying law now, and most of them are actually online. In those days, you have to go to the library, carry some heavy books, and begin to do this. No, God has removed all that. through the work of men. See, God is no more coming to do it. He's not using men to rebuild the world. And I love what I said to people one day. I said in the beginning, they said the Bible said God created the heaven and the earth. Created. And if you're on this world and you are not creating for God, you are a curse to God. You are a shame to the world. You should be creating. And that's one of the things I will talk about tonight when I finish this show. Anyway, that is day 2, when we're going to experience music at its best, what Nigerian boys have done with music. On the lineup, we have Ice Prince, and they're all here. Konga is here, coming. Orishefemi is coming. Baba Riswiliki is coming to give us the old real good tune. And then we have Teriji. That is not all. We have this lineup of other younger artists that I cannot mention. So if you come there, and including UK artists, and guess what? I'm not gonna be able to offload all the programs tonight because I said it will just be too much to handle under one show because it's packed. It's packed. But I want to keep it there first. I want to keep it there so that we can move on. All right. And in this dispensation, before I want to congratulate Nigerian musicians for what they have done for us. You know, and this is really important. Like I said, when we're growing up, we watch Ole and Chalama, those big boys. Today, we can now watch. In fact, you don't no more listen to those music anymore. Burna Boy can now can close the stadium. In fact, my house, where I am broadcasting from today, is very close to the Tottenham Stadium, where this other young boy, a Nigerian musician, will be coming to perform in June. The ticket is sold out already. I don't understand how this happened. How did we manage to pull this, my people? Nigeria should celebrate. There's something good in Nigeria. If you're a Nigerian, raise up your head. Because if a Nigerian musician is coming to close Tottenham Stadium, if Burna Boy can now close the world, and the world now know that there's a boy that grew up in the village, and is now coming to close the world, you should celebrate. Ice Prince was one time the most wanted artist in Nigeria. Teddy G has had his time. Orishefemi is there. Give me Sukusu. In fact, we're going to rock it. Ladies and gentlemen, are you not excited to come from Nigeria? Maybe by the time I finish, I'm going to give you reason to celebrate while being a Nigerian, and maybe reason to wake up. That's the essence of the show. And that is why we're celebrating Nigerian Week. That's what Nigerian Week is all about. Now, let me quickly talk about the last day, the second, which is the main day. I call this the gala night, an award presentation. You see, maybe the reason I included this package is sometimes all we hear about Nigeria is the negativity, the negative thing. Oh, Nigeria is this. Nigeria has committed another crime. Nigeria have done this again. They've done that again. They are all criminals. Oh, you've carried the green passport. You are ashamed. They just finished election. Election is a taboo. Yes. But underneath all this are people, are Nigerians who are excelling in every little thing they do. You can't, in fact, the United States says that Nigerians are the highest, in fact, the percentage of Nigerians that have PhD in the United States is compared to none. Do you want to come to UK here and see what Nigerians are doing in every sector? Currently, I'm doing a lot. The guy teaching me, we don't talk a lot, but he's one of my lecturers. A young man, I'm older than him, way older than him. He's from Nigeria. And I smile sometimes. I say to myself, how can you say Nigeria is not great? It's not a great country. How dare you say that? What is greater that you don't find in Nigeria? We're going to discuss that tonight. Nigeria is a great nation. So what I've decided to do is on this unique Saturday, we're going to identify Nigeria from all aspects, from all facets of life. Education, businesses, arts. In fact, Nigerian brands, we will be celebrating them uniquely on that very day. We'll be celebrating what makes Nigeria what it is. In that award presentation, oh my God, in fact, as we come, and in the press conference, I'll be unveiling some of the people who will be rewarded. Why do we do that? Because it's enough it's enough of the negativity that Nigerians, we are not good enough. We are actually great people doing great things around the world. But all we hear about Nigeria is the negative thing. What about all the good things Nigerians are doing? What about the place Nigerians taking the world to? How can you put down Nigerian music when today the world is only listening to Nigerian music? Do you know how many people watch Nigerian movies today? First, they said it was trash. But hey, I'm going to talk at length about that. The British don't have film industry. Nigeria have one. They say, you know, that the only industry in the world, America, India, Nigeria. Not even China. China is bigger than us. They are the three industries. How dare you put down the country like that? How can you talk about that, talk down on a country that is so great? But that is not to say we don't have our trouble. We have trouble big time. Yes. I like it. Thank you. You see, I like what Andrew said, that Nigeria is one of the most educated people in Africa, America, Europe, and Asia. I agree completely. It's not a joke. However, we can do better because there are so many things wrong with us. But we're going to talk about that as we move on. But today, the essence of this day, of this very day that we are celebrating this, is to remember every single one of us, to recognize what they have done, and secondly, to say to the world that we Nigerians, we are not idiots, we are not criminals, we are not this, we are who we are. God has created us great, and we are Nigerians. We are who we said we are. We are great people, we are Nigerians. And we're going to show the rest of the world. You know why I picked this event? I was talking to most of the potential sponsors. I spoke to MTN and I spoke to Bank of Industry. And they say, oh, we don't do anything outside Nigeria. I say, yeah, outside Nigeria is good. I'm doing this outside Nigeria. I'm doing it in the capital of the world, London. Why? Because London is the capital of the world. Whatever I do in London, spread around the world. Not what you do in Nigeria. To London, Nigeria image, to tell the world who we are, it got to happen in London. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a display of Nigerian movies, a display of Nigerian fashion. Hey, for those of you that doesn't know, fashion in Nigeria makes more money than film and music put together. Quote me. Fashion is making more money for Nigeria than food, than music and film put together. What it means is that what Nollywood and music is making, if you put them together, only fashion makes it for Nigeria. But who talks about Nigerian fashion? How do you even respect it? What do we know about Nigerian fashion? What do you know about it? We're going to talk about that in that very day, on this 1 week. I don't have a lot of time to actually be able to dwell on all tonight, but I'm going to go and come back. When I come back, I'm going to talk about why this event is important to us as a people. And I'm going to do that when I come back. But in the meantime, I want to take us a quick break while I set up, get a cup of drink. When I come back, we're going to do this more.
SRTV London, in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise, present the maiden edition of the Nigerian Week in the capital of the world, London. A wonderful blend of entertainment, business, and networking, displaying a wide range of arts, national cash crops, financial products and services, and real estate for huge extra opportunity in diaspora. Look no further. The 36 states of the Federation, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Trade and Investment, the Nigerian Film Corporation, and host of others will be in attendance. Date 15th to 21st of May 2023. Venue Lighthouse, Camberwell, Southeast London. For details, log on www.superradiotelevision.com/Nigerian Week or call +447 549 513 619 or +234 814 358 2856. The Nigerian Week, celebrating the best of Nigeria.
This will not happen.
SRTV London, in partnership with NTA.
All right, so we need to stop this. For some reason, I don't know what is wrong with my system, but this is what it is. All right. I hope you got that little piece of that advert. This program is organized in partnership with NTA TV Enterprise. They are my partners. We have our TV station right at the NTA headquarters in Abuja. So they are our partners, and this is in partnership also with the Nigerian, the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture. Right now, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council are fully on board, NTA on board. We are inviting other stakeholders. In fact, Nollywood is going to be here in numbers. The Nigerian musicians are going to be here in numbers. We're going to celebrate Nigerian Week, and Nigerian fashion show is going to be one of its kind. And I introduced something I call the Nigerian Prince and Princesses. We're going to talk about that. I don't think I have time to do all that tonight, but I think the remaining few minutes I have, I'll use to do some justice to this program by talking about why are we celebrating Nigerian Week. Oh, I don't know whether I've made one mistake again. All right. Okay. I want to talk about why Nigerian Week. What is in it for you and me? And at first I know now I'm going to go negative. I've been talking the good thing about Nigeria. Now I'm going to talk about what we need to do. And this is important, my people. It's not the thing I want to say today because I want to end the show on a high note that the priest come one day and he said only good things and you're happy. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I'm going to start with one thing, the Nigerian movies. When I spoke just now, I was so proud to say Nigeria is big. We are the third largest film production country in the world. I don't know how we managed to get here, but we are here as the largest, the third, and in case you missed the news, the biggest economy in the world is the American economy. And California, that is Los Angeles, is where they make movies in America. It has the biggest economy than in fact, if you put the economy of California together, it's bigger than the rest of the US. Okay, let me not exaggerate. But California generates 1/4 of the largest economy in the world through movies. So movies make 1/4 of the biggest economy in this world. And Nigeria is opportune to be the third largest producer of movies. Guys, I want you to understand this. So I want to say that Nigeria don't need to depend on oil. They're not saying that Nigeria is the third largest movie producers in the world. What an opportunity we have. The question is, what has this really benefited us? What is in it for us, for you and me? And this is where the decrees come in. You see how I think differently. And I think maybe like a madman. And so you guys are going to forgive me. I'm going to say this. For those of you that knows me very well, I am very angry. Right now, when I get to this stage, I am pissed off. That's why I come up with something I call the Nigerian Film Fund. Do you know today in Nigeria, we are the one producing the film. Do you see young boys and girls, they pick up their camera, they go and write a stupid story, whatever the story you call it or not, they put it together, edit it, put a lot of music, and they say this is a movie. And they sell this movie. And slowly, professionals, they've grown their craft now. We have now established directors. I mean, where to do directors? When I sit down to watch Nigerian movies today, I say, yeah, these guys, they take the time to do this. No, in those days you can predict, no more you can predict. The story is getting better, the techniques are getting better, maybe no more story like before, but now the technical thing is going and the acting ability is better. But there comes the answer. The question is, have you heard of Netflix, my people? Have you heard of Amazon? Do you know that the only thing that the Nigerian filmmaker, the so-called big boys, are proud to do? My movie is in Netflix, so it was in Amazon. That is the only thing that makes your movie, that makes you a big boy in Nigeria. And that thing sickens me, oh my God, to the bone. I'm going to say this. I know many people, I'm in the West, and I'm going to say this to them. We make the movies. It's Nigerians that are consuming this movie. It's not somebody else, maybe black people around the world that actually enjoy Nigerian movies as it is today. So meaning we produce the film, we consume the film. Who makes money? Netflix, Amazon. Are they Nigerians? It's a question to the new government of Nigeria. Are those people Nigerians? Is Netflix, Amazon, which is now the pride of the new Nigerian board, because the thing their head is not working, is who makes the money is the producer. Netflix now give you money to go and make a movie for them. So they will give it to you to eat. So they give you work to go and take this money, go and make the thing, and I'll sell it back to you. And I make profit on your head, and you are celebrating. Today, the only indigenous one that was working, which was the Iroko, they've managed to kick Iroko out of business. Why? Because Iroko hasn't got the financial muscle to argue with these people, man. These are multinational corporations you can't compete with. But can't the Nigerian government actually compete? Can the government of Nigeria do something about this? That is my question for this evening. It's a sad one. My princess, she always say that's a sad one. You know, when she does, it's a sad one. They say that's a good one, that's a sad one, but this is a very sad one. Very sad. That we produce our own food. I'm coming to the sad part of it too. We produce our own movies. We consume the film because we're the one watching it, and somebody else is making money. The Nigerian government is sleeping. And that's why when Peter was talking about productivity, people didn't understand what the guy was talking about. I don't think Peter is even aware of some of the things he put out of his mouth, because he might not even be aware. God is using him as a vessel to speak to us. We should be grateful. It was not Peter talking, it was God talking through Peter. And you know why? The Joseph were able to understand, because we were made in the image of God. Anything Peter said resonated with you. It's automatic, because God created us in his image. That's why I started the show. Should we leave the movie, or we need to stay a little bit longer on there? Okay, let's leave movie. Let's go to the next one. The next one now I said is Nigerian music. Let's leave music. Let's come to music again. The question I asked you today is, I was so proud to say, Nigerian musicians are now doing well. They are now all over the places, doing great. Is it not true? Yes, it is true. Nigerian music have come of age. We are now closing down stadium, this and that. Only one question I want to ask you. When Nigerian musicians come to Europe, who makes the money? I'm asking you a question. How many times do you see a Nigerian promoting a show run by Davido abroad? How many times the Burna Boy, who has done it big now, can a Nigerian bring Burna Boy to UK, bring him to America, and we make money? I use the word far back. I know this is controversial. They won't like me for saying this. When the British and everybody and the French went to Africa to colonize Africa, they had a lot of fat things. They call it the magnificent African cake. It was the king of Belgium that used the word. He said he's going to go to Africa and collect his own share of this magnificent African cake, because he has seen the whole of Europe. They've gone there to colonize. These people, sometimes when we think about it, we just cry for Africa. They went to Africa to get their own share of the magnificent African cake. The king of Belgium, they took over Zaire, Congo. Today, look at Africa. And you want to blame them. You want to blame the West? They are responsible for your problem. Today, there is you see why it's so good, eh? What did the people come to take in Africa? That's how I like to think. What did they come to take in Africa? When the people came, they came for two things. First, they collected us. They took us as slaves. When you use the word slave, I know it looks very bad, but what they wanted was labor, human labor. And I want you guys to write this down. This is a big lecture. When the white people came to Africa, they came to take human beings for labor. Now, because they were not well paid, we call it slavery. Even though we are now here looking for the same job. If they pay us well, then we won't call it slave. So the only reason it was called slavery is because they didn't pay us well. So I want to take this payment out of it and remove the slavery out of it. The only reason the white people came to Africa was they were looking for human labor. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know today that the youthful population of Nigeria alone, that's why when we want to vote, they can decide the young blood in Nigeria. In fact, from 18 to 35 or 40, they are more in Nigeria. What a population that can change the world. But this population we have are dumb and they're doing nothing. This is the same people the white people came to collect. And they are still collecting them. Only the educated one is the one they are collecting today. They are not forcing you. You are the one running to Europe to come and work for them now. You see that here, you've been to Europe, you don't want to go back because you are not, is it a slave? Because they give you something. The question is, what is the Nigerian government doing with all this youthful population? And that brings me to the same thing I asked now. Look at the young people today. The industry that is succeeding in Nigeria is the one that there's no education. No? There's no school, no university in Nigeria teaches you how to make movies. The best we have is theater art. No school for movies. No Nigerian university teach you how to sing. No school for music. But these are the two. There's no good school for fashion. Fashion, we they call them tailor in those days. You don't go learn tailor work. These are the three industries that is making money for Nigeria in the creative sector. They have nothing to do with Nigerian education. Maybe we need to go back and look at our education system. All the things you'll be training people in the university, they've not helped Nigeria one day. But these three sectors are not doing well. But the painful part of it is, which is my case tonight, Nigerians are not even taking part in the big business of it. And the Nigerian government is doing nothing about it. So in this program, I called the whole of Nollywood, I called on the ministry, and I said to myself, we're going to sit down in London as we are celebrating this, and we're going to come up with something which I call the Nigerian Film Fund. I won't be able to explain that here tonight, but to those of them in the movie industry, they know what I'm saying. If you go to America, there's an American Film Fund. In the UK, we have the British Film Council distributing money to filmmakers. If you write a good story in the United Kingdom, you don't need to have a lot of money to make it. You just need to send the story to the British Film Council and say, hey, British Film Institute, and say, hey, I have this story, I want to make it, this is my budget. If they like the story and they trust your work, they will give you the money to make the film. So do you hear what I'm saying? You don't need to have the money to make a film in England. They will give you, if they like the concept, they give you money to develop it. So we have development money, we have production money, we have even money to distribute the film they will give to you. In the United Kingdom, they don't have. When they counted the industries that produce movies in the world, the United Kingdom was not included. Germany is not included. France is not included. But Nigeria, which is the third largest film production company in the world, the government cannot even go at the list of providing a little funding opportunity for those who don't have money to do it. So you take the money, go and make it. When you finish, bring it back. The chance is not there. So if you don't have money, your story will die. Your creativity will die. It has to stop. In fact, my proposal to Nigeria today is every state, we have what we call the State Film Fund. Lagos State Film Fund, Delta State Film Fund, Edo Film Fund, Kwara Film Fund, all the states in Nigeria. What they will operate, by my proposal is, when they do this, they will, you have that money in Delta State in Asaba. The office is there. I have a good story. I'll go and present it to them. We like this story. Okay, this is how much is it going to cost to make this? Okay, if we give you this money to make this film, this is the percentage for the state. And then they give you the money. And I'm saying to the back of industry, if you exist at all, this is what you should be doing. Put the money in this state. Let them give to people to make film, and the money will come back to you. You're a bank. You don't want private bank to do this because the profit is there. It's like what happened in Agric. Let the Bank of Industry be the one. That's why it's called Bank of Industry. They should fund this sector in partnership with the state. You know the advantage. Film is the only thing you do that brings jobs to everywhere. In fact, Waka Pass is a job. Film employ all kinds of human beings. And you know what? You don't need to be anything to be a production accountant, to be a production manager. You don't need to have to understand the camera. I don't know how to explain this. And now let me tell you another element of the film, which this is what I do. I make British film. For those of you that know me, I've made 3 British films in this country. And let me tell you how it works. There's another law. Other than the film fund they will give to you, which is the first step I'm starting now. In the UK, if you make any film, you have entitled to a tax credit of 20% of your film. So what that means is this. If I make a film, a British film, with £200,000, I'm entitled to £40,000 tax credit. 20% of that money will be 40,000. The government will refund it to my account. They don't need to debate it. I just need to submit it, get my certificate, and they will give me that money back. You see, sometimes you think these people are stupid. Why would government give you that big money for making the film in their country? So this is the smart thing. If somebody come to my village and spend 10 million to make a film in my village, you know how many people that 10 million is spent in my village? How many jobs is created? Delta state government, Nigerian state government, listen to me. How many jobs is created? How many hotels? Hotels get boom. People selling pure water. People selling food. From the 10 million is shared. It's expensive. That will go around. People will be employed. Training will happen. At the end of the day, there will be a product which we can sell. It's a win-win, my people. So that is why the government of civilized world do not only provide film fund, they provide that incentive, which is in the form of tax credit for making movies. I've lived through all that, and that's why this is in my curriculum, it's in my DNA. I am not thinking, I'm not writing it down. I'm saying it because I have done it. In America, there's some state which gives you 33% of your spend. 33%. They are not stupid. Because if you bring the money to spend in my community, meaning you pay tax, you will employ people, you pay VAT, at the end of the day, it's your money I'm actually giving back to you. But I'm telling you, come and spend that money in my community. Nigerians, listen to me. There is need for not just a film fund, but actually an incentive to attract people to come and film in your community. Instead, you're going to go and shoot a film in the community, they ask you for deve. And where the money they bring? I say, you people, are you people sick? These are people you should encourage to come and spend the money in your village. And now you are fighting them. There's a problem in Nigeria. But two, I'm going to go further quickly because I don't have so much time. That hopefully, by the time we finish this thing, I call it a roundtable discussion with filmmakers, and that's why we have this brain. I'm going to look into the one of it. You're going to see we have the actors, we have the directors, the people that think in the industry. They're going to sit down in a roundtable, and I'm going to give them this task to flesh it out and give me a document that we can work with that, so that Delta State can have a film fund, Edo can have their own, Kwara can have their own. I'm proposing that every state will embark on production, but the Nigerian government must come up with a body that will get rid of Netflix. If Netflix is there, I'm not saying Netflix is an enemy, but Netflix should not be taking all. Nigeria must have something to consume all the film we're going to produce. So when you are making a film from the state, you know the federal government is going to buy it and sell it back to us. It's a win-win. The federal government buying it is not stupid. It takes the money and sell it back and makes more money. But the gain of the federal government is really job is being created. Skills are developed. Money go around. Hallelujah. That is only movies, my people. We're neglecting it because we don't understand it. I don't blame those guys. You know, when I ask them to come, when I even call some of the Nollywood filmmakers to come here, they are saying, Daddy Chris, what is the need from me? How much are you giving to me? I just laugh. You expect me to give you money or to buy your ticket because you are coming to do me a favor. And I say, are you doing me a favor? Don't let me talk to you guys. I'm going to take time. You can't pay me for my experience. And I mean it. I'm saying to you, Nollywood guys, you cannot pay for my experience. When I say come in here, you close your mouth. And come, let's do something together and grow for our children, not for your sake. Thank you very much. Number two, let me quickly run on. I'm coming back to Nollywood another day. At the press conference, there will be time to answer this question. So I'm taking my time to put this on this show. I started by praising us, what we have achieved. Now this is a challenge. We need two people to make this. If we leave it for government alone to give money to filmmakers, that state money, they will come out to rubbish. But by the time private people and state people put their money into the film, they want their money back. Pure accountability. Government, while government is gaining employment, tax being paid back to government. Because when you employ people, that is a source of money for the government. Oh God, I cannot imagine this. My people, we are so lucky. Nigeria is so lucky. A DJR of Delta State, God will bless you. I wish that guy win this election. This sheriff wanna give Delta State governorship to so they walk around like to pussy. That guy said he's going to convert. Sheriff, listen to me. And almost state governors, listen to me. When I saw the state of hospital in Benue State, Delta own is better. In Benue State, that one that is going around with people saying he's a governor, Autumn, making mad. Look at the hospitals in your state. This guy said he's going to close down all the hospitals, all the general hospitals because they're useless. He replaces it with private healthcare, which I agree. That it's going to make them to start to train medical doctors, nurses that we're going to send them. Let them, when they finish, they go out and work. Do you know you can export human being to go and work and bring back money? We are in UK. The money we bring into Nigeria is more than what Nigerian oil is generating at the moment. Human capital can be great for Nigeria. Let me not waste too much time because I'm going to get upset if I stay too long there. Let me come to the music. Number two, quick one. Do you know that the boys that have made music today is completely independent of the government of Nigeria? Maybe that is why they are succeeding. But I know we can do better. The government could have created an atmosphere. Now that this is a money-making machine, all the young people are now singing and before you know, we are creating stars. What can we do really to encourage those ones who can do it, who don't have money? Do you know this show I'm doing now? A lot of Nigerian musicians want to come and showcase their talent on the international stage. They don't have the money. I cannot afford it. What is the state government doing? Do you know if you make a movie in England and you're going to a film festival anywhere, they give you money to go and exhibit your film. Just to go and show your film in a film festival. The government will give you money. There's a cost in Nigeria. We need to wake up. All these young musicians that are now rolling the streets, what is the plan for them to grow? This is sad. This is sad. I don't want to mention fashion. There are two angles I want to approach this film and fashion. You that is living in UK, you that is looking at me now, you live in UK, you live in America. I told you that music, you know that if you can bring Burna Boy to London to come and perform anywhere, the ticket is sold already. Sold. Listen, if you can contract Burna Boy and get a venue in this summer, and you put the ticket for sale, the ticket is sold. It's like you got Michael Jackson. The ticket is sold. If that is the case, how many Nigerians live in the United Kingdom? What is their plan in this summer? You know what Nigerians do? They go to work. They go and do care work, do hospitality work, Monday to Friday, or Monday to Sunday. They do even 12 hours. Not 9 to 5, 12 hours. That is what we do in UK. Then we get paid and we are satisfied. We marry new wives. When we go home, we do this, we behave, we want a driver. You're a fool. When your mate can bring a Nigerian musician to perform and he will make the money you make in 3 days than the bloody job you are doing for somebody, you are a goat. Wake up. I'm ashamed of my generation. And because when you look at this country today, look at what the Indians are doing. They bought the whole of Leicester, go to Liverpool. They bought the whole places. They bought the whole of England. The Asians. Where are you, Nigerian? You that have a bigger opportunity. How many Asian musicians do they bring here? How many of them can you talk of that an Asian musician is coming to this country and the country is going to shake? But Nigerian boys have created it. What are you doing? Have you been able to tap on your destiny? I'm coming to you because I'm going to deal with many of you. When I talk, they open their mouth. I talk divine because my message is ordained. I am proud because God gave it to me and I'm saying it. I'm not the owner. It's God that owns the message. Go to the beginning of the show. It's a hot day, my people. It's a day to wake up. And I'm pouring it out tonight. For those of us in diaspora to wake up to the challenge. That you cannot come to England and all you do is go and look for a job. Whereas the job, you should be creating it. You're a disgrace to the generation and to our children unborn. I want to keep it there. Let me go to fashion. I know that the Chris, many people don't like me. And I don't know whether I really want you guys to like me, but I have only one message tonight. I am angry. Daddy Chris is angry. Daddy Chris is upset. Why? Because of you. I'm angry because of you. I am very upset because of you. I can cut your throat off because I am angry. Kai, do you know, those of you that live in England, I want to say this now. The clothes they sell in Primark is £5, £7. Low quality clothes. Now, I can hear that Nigerian fashion has grown. You see what the Nigerian fashion designers are doing. None of these products is even as low as the cheapest supermarket in the United Kingdom. Until these white guys now will go to Africa and build a big machine and say, oh yeah, sew this clothes for me. So I come and say, in the summer, I want to ask you now, you that live in London, live in America, look at me, you fool. What is so big if you now say, okay, I have this shirt, I'm going to give it to, it's going to maybe made of African and British dress in a particular way. You know, our guys, they like to wear this short thing in the summer. I'm going to create this and I'm going to sell this through Primark. I'm going to take all this big machine. I'm going to go to Africa and create jobs. They're going to create them in quantity. All I need to do is sign the contract with Primark and go to Africa and begin to turn this in. Because what I have in Africa is cheap labor. I have young people to do the work. And I have the market here in the United Kingdom. In the summer, people buy clothes. They don't wear it more than once. Hallelujah. But what are we doing? We're sleeping. We go to 9 to 5 job. I am giving you an example. Do you listen to, oh God, I wish they listen, then God will bless us. There's no other way God is going to bless us other than you listening to this kind of message. I wish you can listen to what Dr. Chris is saying tonight. That we can. If you live in the United Kingdom, if you live in America, how don't you think of going to Nigeria? Today, fashion is grown. Go one sample, only one shirt. Let me pull this off. I'm going to put only one shirt, but it's not going to be designed in your own way. It's going to be designed in my own way. And I'm going to come to Europe and I'm going to sell it to the cheapest, start from the cheapest, supply them, produce it in quantity. What you have is the advantage of human being to help you do the job. But what do? We work 9 to 5. We cannot even contribute one thing to the country that hosts us. We disgrace. We lack creativity. Let me move. I've only said only 2. I've been in the art sector. Because I'm going to close this show very soon because people are angry with me already. Are you proud of yourself? Do you think you are a man to be proud of? If you are, when the musician my friend say, if you say you are an honorable man, come out. If you are in Nigeria, come out now. With all God has deposited in your land, God at a point in time deposited, even till now, deposited everything in Africa. He gave you the youngest population. The manpower is there. The natural resources on the floor. But Nigerian government, the most disgraceful generation, refused to tap on that thing. You have the people, you have the resources on the land, the natural resources, and now the talent. We're not using them. Is the white man your problem? You're sick. We individuals, we have failed. As a group, we have failed. The government of Nigeria has failed us. It got to stop. Because I see you, I told you, my guy, that I remember when I came to this country, I came to Europe for the first time in 1992. I lived in Belgium, went back to Nigeria, and I was selling cars. All I come to Belgium, buy cars, and go and sell. And I was always losing money from what I take to Europe and sell in Africa. It was then my friend, France, their white boys, they said, this is what we're doing, we're stupid. We should be thinking of what we can bring from Africa, buy in lower currency and go and sell in Europe. That thing worked. What we did, we went back to Benin and we saw wood, yellow apple. It was what I sold in Belgium, in Antwerp. I was making money. In fact, before I come down in Frankfurt, where I was coming down, they would come and sneak me into Belgium, give me the best food. What they wanted was the thing I was supplying them. They wanted the wood. I was only selling for 1,000 per cubic meter. They were selling for 1,800. I don't mind. I was making enough money. 25 cubic meter of my container was giving me $25,000. My guy, I was breathing well. Unlike when I had to bring cars to Africa to go and sell, it was stress. The question I ask you today, for those of you looking at me tonight, carrying your ugly face and saying that the Chris is more ugly than you, what can you do? What can you look around and say, I have this at home, I want to bring it here? So I would say to the white man, you see, oh God, Nigerian government, what can I bring from home that I can say to the white man? I'm talking. Now let me break it to the lowest level. You know the one that sickens me? Part of this show, let me go back to the show. Let me go to the one. When you see this now, you see Nigerian products. I used some few samples here. I cannot show all. You see those guys there, Nigerian cassava, Nigerian groundnut, Nigerian this. I'm going to explain this a little bit. Now, this is what annoys me today. And I am really angry as I'm speaking to you. You know what happened, my people? And I want you guys to listen really. What happened today in the United Kingdom, I'm just talking of United Kingdom, is that we are the people cultivating cassava, amala. We made it into amala. We grow yam, plantain. We made it into amala. We have a goosey which we sell. Now, we made these things at home. We grow it in Nigeria. Yam, we have them in Nigeria. Now, we in abroad, if you tell you the population of Nigerians abroad, God bless Obi. Obi, when I finished making my film, Obi said to me, Daddy Chris, why are you worried? If 5% of Nigerians in UK will buy your film, the film is already a blockbuster. We have the population. Fact. If 2% of Nigerians in the United Kingdom alone buy your thing, that thing you don't make money. Only 2%. And you are poor. Now, this is the story that makes me sick today. And I will deal with Nigerian Diaspora Promotion Council. I will make so much noise, and I will so make some people uncomfortable if they tell me that what I'm saying is a lie. This is the story, my people. This product, this Nigerian cassava, which is made into gari, amala, egusi, ogbolo, crayfish, which we eat in the United Kingdom. I'm not talking anywhere. Do you know the people selling it to us today? They are Pakistani. Oh, God. The people selling what we produce to us in the United Kingdom are Pakistani. Now they go to Nigeria. They go to Nigeria and tell the farmers to make the thing for them to come and sell to Nigerians. This is the point. This is what concerns me. So, meaning we produce again, we consume again. A Pakistani man is selling, making money from our produce to us. How which he's selling it to other people is good. It's not as if he's expanding the Nigerian market. No, it's the same Nigerian people that goes there to go and buy this food. Are you sick people? Are you people in order? Is something wrong with us? They cost us. Do you hear what I said? I said Nigerian, if you go to buy gari, ewedu, you go to the Pakistani shop and you buy those things. from the thing that they produce in your country. And now the news that got me really angry, is they will pack, if it's Gary, they will mix it up with all kinds of things and sell to us. If it's Amala, they mix it up, they don't care. He said these people buy, they eat. You know, if you tell the Pakistan, he doesn't care. He just want to make money. He's not eating it. So we are not even having any quality control of the food that we now eat. Our own food we eat in the United Kingdom. There's no story why Nigerian yam cannot come to UK, but Ghana yam can come. The same yam we produce. So Nigerian yam is not good enough. Ghana own is better. And maybe I not go school reach that one. Explain it to me, my people. This is really sad. Very, very sad. I don't know whether I make sense to you. But in as much as you think you are very smart, you are actually stupid. Because all you do, you come to England is to do 9 to 5 work. Clap for yourself. However, the same England you are now, your own granite, that or some ordinary granite you could have brought. I met this lady now, and I had you know, I'm getting impressed now. These young girls, she in bringing food from Nigeria on a weekly basis. That is what she does. She's not doing the 9 to 5 bloody job. Every weekend, her container of food arrived in the United Kingdom. At least she sells some to the Pakistani people who now sell to us. I can handle that. But the Pakistani are not the one going to pollute it and sell to us. It's swag now. They don't eat this food. We don't have anything wrong if they want to trade with us. But why would they pollute the food for us? Who is controlling it? Where is the Nigerian government? Where is the Nigerian Export Promotion Council? Where are my people? Where is the Nigerian Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment? Where is the Nigerian government? You know, the last time, I'm going to talk, let me stop. Let me stop tonight. You know, my people, I'm going to keep saying this. That for evil to exist, righteous men are busy doing nothing. Let me repeat that in another English. Let me say that. For evil to exist, righteous men are busy doing nothing. As I'm talking now, the only reason this is existing is because you and I, you're doing nothing and I am doing nothing. You get to stop, my people. We're going to do something about this. We're going to start selling our own food to us, so at least we show off what we're eating. And you will stop that your bloody 9 to 5 work. Nobody said you should be a slave in England again. It's not your destiny that you must work. You know what is so painful? Go and see what the Asians are doing. That's why an Asian man could be prime minister today. In case you get it wrong, an Asian man, first, when they came, they own all the off licenses. They know how to work together. Nigerian man, you have Eniola, this one, Adiola do this one. They all sell it. They go to Nigeria, they go and bring their own small one and sell in their supermarket. They call it African market. If these guys were stupid, they would behave like the Asians. One container load will come from everybody and we share to the supermarket. That's what the Asians are doing. So, okay, they can buy in quantity and distribute and sell and make profits. Individually, we fail. Together, we rise. But what happened to the Nigerian government? So we have the problem of individualism and then the failure of the Nigerian government, and it's bringing us down. Let me tell you where our prime minister is. The father, they own a chemist. They're chemists. They grew up. He grew up there. They made the money. He was already a billionaire. He's already a multi-millionaire in pounds before he became a prime minister. They cost us. If a Nigerian is into that kind of money, that crime he commits. No, but it's not always true. That's why we're doing this show, to celebrate those Nigerians who are doing well. For your information, the owner of Gatwick Airport is a Nigerian. He owns the second largest airport in the United Kingdom. Other than Heathrow, the biggest airport in the United Kingdom is Gatwick. It's owned by a Nigerian. You cannot tell me that nothing good comes out of Nigeria. But this element of creativity that makes the country to go around, the only problem is somebody is at the top, the rest are dead. It's the job of government to even a society. We lack that, people. We need to wake up and grow up to the demand. Our children are going to grow up and they're going to see that this is who we are and they will end up living like this. It needs to stop. And I hope that this message I presented tonight, because I'm not going to say much, I'm going to stop shortly because I'm going to do a little bit of announcement and close the show. For those of you who have not watched this show, this is the first show I'm going to share. And tonight, I'm broadcasting to how many stations? Oh my God. And from tomorrow and next tomorrow, my broadcast can go to how many Facebook and how many YouTube and how many this is. So we're going to be spreading it. And the press conference, like I said, is going to be virtual. We're connecting to you on your social media handle. We'll be broadcasting to how many YouTube, how many Facebook. So that's how we're going to do the press conference. Gone are the days when press conferences go to, call all the old media come, carry camera, come do this. No, that time are gone. So our press conference is going to be unique. And you can ask questions from wherever you are. Just the way it is now, you can call me right now and you can talk to me. That's how that press conference is going to be. I'm going to keep that option available, but I'm tired tonight because I have a lot of things I'm going to do. The job is still on. The hunt is on. And you know what? I'm doing this alone. The federal government of Nigeria cannot even as low as think, say, okay, this man needs some money. I am celebrating a whole nation. Instead, they get jealous. I was at the Nigerian embassy. I can see they want to help. They're handicapped. And I say, how can you? And you say, Nigerian embassy cannot make money? We make a lot of money from visas. From distance. Come on, man. We pay for passport. Come on, man. There's no ministry that is poor in Nigeria. None. It put to good use. Remember what I said on this show. That we need to go back and tap on our destiny. I'm going to end with this. Some years back, the white people came to Africa. Ask yourself, why did they come? First, they took us as human beings. We have human beings, meaning you have human beings, then are you tapping on it? Number two, they came to take our natural resources. They went as far creating the African, we have then the timber, what is it? AT&P, we have the largest, in Saple, we have the biggest plywood company. We were exporting cocoa. That was why they came to do. Like Adijola said, that he's going to train doctors to export. Why are we not thinking of training our young people for export so they bring more money back? Just like I'm here now, all the money I earn go to Nigeria. Why are we not doing that? Why are we not selling our agricultural produce in Tesco, in big supermarkets? The last time I talked about it, they showed me one miserable Eforiro in Sainsbury, and they said this is an example. I said, get out of my face! A country as huge as Nigeria, you're celebrating that rubbish because we refuse to wake up. You got to stop, people. The time is now, not tomorrow, now. And I'm calling on every Nigerian tonight that watch this show. My number is right there on the screen. The Nigerian Week is not a celebration. It's not a place you go and dance. It's a place where we're going to deliberate. We're going to come up with a document for the Nigerian film industry. We're going to inspire you that is living in the UK and at home to sell products in the UK and make pounds. You're not coming there to come and dance and eat. You're coming there to listen and interact with people, network, and learn what kind of business you can do from Nigeria if you live in UK. What you can take here to Nigeria and make this. Let me end by telling you this. This is my number one slogan. When I make my phone call here, I work with TalkTalk. My telephone provider is TalkTalk. When I call TalkTalk, they connect me straight to one person. Last time I was speaking to somebody in South Africa. The customer service job in the UK would have cost every company, for one person you employ, £2,000. They now contract it to people in South Africa. Maybe they pay only £1,000. The British company is happy. They don't care as long as the job is done. £1,000 is almost ₦1 million. And now we have all these young people wasting in Nigeria. Imagine if we create this big customer service. All we need is a computer and telephone. We don't even need telephone. A telephone, computer, and the young man. If we can line them up around the table and create this big one, we have today our telecommunication is effective. Why can't we take this job back home and create job for these young people? What is the Nigerian government doing? What is the Ministry of Information and Culture doing? I am sick and tired. It get to stop, my people. Again, my name is Daddy Chris. And tonight, I don't know how many stations I broadcast to, but this is the first time that we have the opportunity really. So I'm going to do more of this broadcast, except that the show is around the corner. I don't have the luxury of doing all I want to do, but I'm going to make it open now that you can broadcast now from our station here to about how many platforms? 20, 25 platforms at the same time. So our press conference is coming up on Tuesday. I will stop everything I'm doing. I'm going to be there to announce what I have, most of the things I've talked about here to the world on the live broadcast where the world can ask questions. I'm not taking chances to ask questions tonight because I have a lot to do. And I want to thank you all for joining me. But remember that I will not celebrate. I will not be one of those that does what everybody do. That the Christians don't do that. So I'm here to celebrate Nigeria, but most importantly, to put money in the pockets of Nigerians. Quote me, the essence of the Nigerian week is to put money in the pockets of Nigeria. For those of you, I know when I was speaking to MTN, they said they stopped sponsoring anything outside Nigeria. I spoke to Bank of Industry. They stopped sponsoring anything out of Nigeria. Do you have a problem in Nigeria? 90% of the problem Nigeria have is our bad images. We have a bad image. Everybody believes we are bad. We are this, we are that, which is not true. As we celebrate the best of Nigeria in London, the world will hear who we are again, that we have great men and women. If we don't do it, nobody's going to do it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daddy Chris, and this is SRTV. I broadcast tonight from the decks of SRTV London. I'm going to say good night by playing you a little bit of, I'm not going to be negative. I'm just going to give you our last intro and let you go home and get a rest. Be ready wherever you are. The press conference is at 2 p.m. live, and we'll be talking from the venue, which is the Lighthouse Theatre where the event is taking place in London. Now, ticket is available. I need to say this before I quickly run away. Ticket is available for everybody. All right? Now, this is what we did. You can get a free ticket to this event. Did you hear me? You can get a free ticket to this event, and this is all you need to do. You need to download the app. It's called Tap Tap app. Send £1 to your account in Nigeria. Screenshot it, send it to me. I will issue you a ticket because Tap Tap will pay me for the ticket and I'll give you a free ticket. So I'm saying you can get free ticket. You don't need to pay. Just download the app. If you go to Google Play Store, go to Google Play Store, Tap Tap Send. Go there and say Tap Tap Send. It will just come. Click on it, download it. Use the app. Send £1 to your personal account. Screenshot that you have used the app. Send it to me and I'll give you a ticket for the event. So that is one of the things I need to announce. Number two, if you do anything in the UK and you want to get that visibility, we have a lot of stands where you can showcase anything you are doing. We make it so cheap that it's just £200 a day. And I'm sure if you do take the 3 days, they will give you as low as 500 to go and showcase your stuff. And number three, if you know anybody that is worthy of celebration, that have done well, that makes Nigeria proud, recommend him to us. And I want to say to you now that we're going to create there's a contest that will start tomorrow or next, I think by the end of the week. It's going to be, we're looking for the best restaurant in the United Kingdom. So if you know anyone that you've been there and you eat well, the contest will be there. You just need to vote for the one of your like, and we'll give the prize to that winner. Another thing we're doing again, we have the Nigerian Prince and Princess. We have a lot of Nigerian young people are now in the UK doing great things. They're studying here and doing things, young people. So we put this contest, it's like a beauty pageant. Between the age of 18 and 30, they can contest and we will crown on the last day the Nigerian Prince and Princess. They will be the idol, the person, the new image of the Nigerian child that we need to sell to the rest of the world, that Nigeria is a great nation. We're going to do it and we're going to sell that image worldwide. Finally, I want to say this, and this is my prediction. You see, Afrobeat has taken over Nigeria. What about UK? We don't need to import the same Afrobeat musician down to the UK. We have young Nigerian musicians here, young people here who can sing for us. This show is going to showcase the best of the UK Afrobeat artists. Do you hear me? The best of Afrobeat artists. So if you are an Afrobeat musician and you are here in the United Kingdom or you are in the diaspora, and I'm not talking of those at home. If you're at home, you're not qualified to contest. And you are here, you're going to come in and you're going to be joining these two, and we're going to crown the winner, the best Afrobeat artist of the year. And we're going to help you launch your next album and distribute it around the world. Let me repeat that. Your next album will be produced by us, and we're going to distribute it around the world on a special contract because we want to make some money too. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daddy Chris. For those of you who didn't watch this show, you go back and watch it again. There's lots and lots of announcements I'll be making on the press conference, but I think I've done justice to some now. Let me run away quickly because I'm feeling hairy. Thank you so much.
SRTV.